So here's the Bobole pizza my dad just finished baking, or really, more realistically, ovening, because the Bobole pizza dough was already pre-made. And these cannoli, this cannoli is part of one of two, a pack of two that Dad got from salvage stores the other day. I think it may have been yesterday, though I'm not entirely sure. I recall pulling an all-nighter today. I had to go to bed around 9 in the morning after having 2 cups of coffee. And the rest of my portion of the Singapore party tray, which in this case was 2 servings out of, I believe, a plastic white bowl, shaped much like this plate, but taller, obviously, in order to make it a bowl rather than a plate. I woke up, if I recall correctly, at 1 in the afternoon. I think I was woken up by one of my phone alarms. Or maybe by the one computer alarm clock that I set using the online computer alarm that I set for 1 p.m. I ended up creating 2 new phone alarms in order to set one at 1 p.m. and the other at 2 p.m. as a layer of double protection to ensure that I'd be up in time so I could go with Dad to what was intended to be a trip to what was going to be technically a place we've already been to, but under new management, so technically different. In this case, it was now called, I believe, Bradley or Broadley's on the Bay. On our way there, we picked up Dad's friend Bill, But we ended up not going to Bradley's on the Bay or Brody's on the Bay. Neither of which I'm entirely sure about. I'm about 60 to 70% sure it's either of those two. It's a name that begins with a B and then on the Bay, according to my best guess. We ended up going first to Merchant's Grill, in which Dad got me an order of 10 chicken wings with Hunter's Inferno sauce. We each got an order of 10 with a different sauce. Bill got an order with medium sauce. The bill came to about $68 for three orders of 10 chicken wings, despite perceived shortages that I've been told about. And I drank this water maybe about an hour ago. At least I was given it an hour ago, and I finished it in the minutes. Before Dad finished cooking the boba light pizza. And Dad didn't have my ID, so I ended up having, at Merchant's Grill, 2 glasses of ginger ale with cherry juice. And then when we went to Tryon City Tavern, we each got an order of, presumably, the Bolivian pretzels, salted and with cheese sauce. I liked so much that I drank the cheese sauce and lapped it up with my fingers after drinking it. And I did the same to Bill's leftover cheese sauce. I lapped up Dad's cheese sauce a bit. And I'm very grateful to say that Bill gave me half of his last Bolivian pretzel stick after meticulously removing the salt from the whole pretzel stick. I'm assuming this means that the event is meant to start in 30 hours, in which case, I'm excited. Though at the moment I don't even have the semblance of an Orchid settlement. Not that that's necessarily needed for the upcoming event. In fact, it's not needed at all. I, in particular, had two glasses of pineapple juice, iced just like the ginger ale glasses, with cherries in the pineapple juice. This is the standard plain cheese cannoli. I was on my phone quite a bit, both to play Bloons Tower Defense 6 and to look up stuff such as looking up and eventually finding out there's some kind of bulk option where you could get 25 pounds of peanut butter M&Ms, which was prompted by me looking up, searching most unhealthy trail mixes, essentially, which was prompted by rewatching an old Danger Dolan video that I first watched years ago. I believe I also told Dad about my copyright strike as we were driving from Merchant's Grill to Tryon City Tavern. And then when we were at Tryon, I showed him the message I wrote to the copyright holder and for which, to this day, I'm assuming I might have to wait until a business day, which in this case is tomorrow. It's currently 10:29 p.m. in order to get a reply. I'm not sure if it can be content ID'd after the copyright strike gets retracted, if that ends up being accepted, but at the moment I'm still not sure what a copyright material was. My current quest involves destroying 3 wolf lairs in 24 hours. I spent quite a bit of gold in order to get the last research point, in which I spent on increasing my maximum military size recruited from a village from 50 to 70, so that I could go over and recruit more archers, but in order to keep myself from hitting going over my maximum housing capacity, of which I'm still precariously close. But I also made some conversation with Dad and his friend Bill, and we also had funny moments too. Which was quite enjoyable, though. The whole event, from me and Dad going out, of which today was a hot summer day, hot enough to render the seat feeling hot, the insides of the car feeling pretty hot. As soon as you go into it in order to transition from one place to another. The whole thing, from going out to get into the car to getting back home after dropping Bill off at his own apartment unit, I'd say it was roughly from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And ever since getting home, I've just been watching some videos on YouTube in a successful bid to stay awake long enough to complete my dinner video.